What's up, everybody? I wanted to talk to you today about addiction and unmanageability and what addiction looks like. I know a lot of us have family members or friends that are caught in the addiction cycle, and I want you to get a little perspective of what it's like for the addict. Most of the time, the addict is not really having a great time anymore. If they're truly at the point where their addiction has progressed, they're at the point where it's not fun anymore. You know, basically they're using against their will. They're probably just maintaining, trying not to get sick. They're drinking enough that they don't have tremors, or they're not going through the DTs. They're using enough opiates so they don't go through withdrawal. Things are getting expensive. They're hiding, they're lying, they're manipulating, they're constantly in need of money. There's suspicious activities. Let me just put it to you like this. If you suspected something of your loved one or a friend or somebody, and you kind of thought something, you were right. You were right. And I think later on you'll find that out, because I know I have firsthand where my original suspicions were 100% correct. Addiction, it's such an insidious disease. It tells the addict that they're not an addict. It tells them they can have one more. It creates this fantasy world where everything's okay and nothing else matters. They don't have any, the person doesn't have any priorities. They don't have any responsibilities. They have nothing in this world to take care of. When the truth is, the people that are affected, the addict and the alcoholic, are fathers, their mothers, their employees, their sons. They have responsibilities. But the drugs and the alcohol, they create this delusion for them. So, one of the first things that they teach you in recovery is in Alcoholics Anonymous and Narcotics Anonymous. It's separated by a word or two, but basically it boils down to, it says we admitted we were powerless over our addictions and that life had become unmanageable. And what that means is that whenever we allow a chemical to enter our bodies because of our disease, that we surrender all control. We can't just have one. I can't have one glass of wine. One glass of wine, that does nothing for me, because I am an addict. I am an alcoholic. I am not a connoisseur. I am not a connoisseur of fine wines. You cannot take me to the vineyard. I don't want to go to the vineyard. Okay? I don't want one Xanax. I want everything. I want it all until I black out. See, an addict or an alcoholic does not use or drink for taste or to have fun. They use for effect. They drink to get drunk. They drink because they have to. They don't have any other choice. See, for an addict, an alcoholic, they call it insanity. And insanity for an addict or an alcoholic is using against their will. So even though I wake up and I say to myself, or I promise my daughter, this is hypothetical because I don't drink or drug anymore, but if I told my family member, hey, today's the day, I'm so sorry, I'm never going to drink again, blah, 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 and I promise, and I make deals, and I tell all these people this stuff, I'm so embarrassed from last night because of my addiction, and I wake up with the shame and the guilt and the physical withdrawal and the feelings I feel of emptiness and the void that I have while I'm addicted to drugs and alcohol. Like, I have no other choice but to pick up a drink. So that's why your family members or friends or the people that you know that are alcoholic or addicts have let you down so many times. They're really stuck in a rut. Because unless they actually get into a treatment facility, or they get some time under their belt away from the drug of choice, they're going to keep using. People used to say, oh yeah, I got a year, 6 months clean and then I relapsed. No, you were just in between uses. So you have to be beyond a year to have, some solid clean time, where it's considered a relapse. Like, you have to be removed from the drug and the drink. You have to be removed from the disease. You have to have some space between you, a buffer zone between you and the addiction. One thing that I've learned in my years of recovery is that I have to accept my disease for what it is. I am an addict and alcoholic every single morning when I wake up and every night when I go to bed. And I'm never going to get the monkey off my back. Actually, it's more like a gorilla. But you know what? I'm not going to get him off my back ever. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to carry him around and I'm going to teach him how to play the cymbals. Because I have to learn to live with my disease. And I have a choice. I can either be an addict in recovery and doing the right thing, the next right thing, and helping other people, or I can be a dead addict that people show up and read the obituaries about. So I choose life. I choose to be responsible. I choose to give back to my community. I choose to take care of my family. And I hope you choose the same way. I hope you choose that path also. I hope you get to a meeting. I hope you get into a detox. If you need help, please ask somebody. Put your hand up. Call somebody. Text. Ask for help. Don't die from this disease. Don't allow yourself to die from this disease. Denial kills too many addicts. Thank you.